I know it's all about patience and time and letting that investment grow. And yeah, I could have traded and made profits and then paid some taxes on it, but it's better to just hold it and wait for it to pop.
It's better to have time in the market than trying to time the market.
Yeah, it's a good investment.
Gotcha.
No, anything I say is not financial advice.
Right.
Entertainment purposes only.
Nice.
Yeah, had to put that in there.
No, I have to, right?
Every time.
Literally. Yeah, because then when you get into altcoins, right, which is anything non-Bitcoin.
Yeah.
That's what's funny, bro. There's a bunch of old heads. There's a bunch of old head mindseted people even within crypto. Like there's people who think anything other than Bitcoin. I think Michael Saylor falls in this category.
Yeah.
They think it's worthless.
Well, I think it's more about the ability to be truly independent as an individual holding your wealth.
Right.
And you can hold your wealth in a hot wallet, which is like an exchange that has a wallet, and you can take it off the exchange, but it's still on the internet. You own it, but it's on the internet still on that blockchain. If you want to really secure your crypto, you buy a cold wallet, a ledger, like one of those, like, you know, that you just hook them up to your computer, or there's another one. I can't think of the name.
It's almost like an external drive.
Yeah, an external drive, pretty much. It's super encrypted. Like you can put passwords on it, and you take that coin and send it to it, and it's off the internet, but it's still on the blockchain. Right, exactly. It's just super secure, and it's yours because you have private keys to unlock it. Mm-hmm. So that's what really makes the technology of crypto exciting, because you actually become kind of like a bank. So in a sense, Bitcoin is a store of value. It's great. There's a limited amount, 21 million. So this is what happens with Bitcoin. So there's a halving event every 4 years, I want to say.
Okay.
So we just had one, and it pretty much makes it harder to mine the Bitcoin. So the rewards that the miners get for getting that and checking that transaction is cut in half. So I think right now it's I don't know it off the top of my head, but it's around 6 something.
Okay.
And by the next halving, it could be half of that. So it would be like 3 something.
Okay. Jesus.
So it's even less harder to get. It's even more harder to get because of that halving event that Satoshi Nakamoto, or whoever that individual entity is, created. So it gives it a good incentivization to just buy it and store it.
Because that now it's making it not only based off the technology, the worthiness of it as an asset is backed off the technology of the actual blockchain.
Yeah.
But the scarcity of it as an asset is what is going to drive and increase the value, not just the actual technology.
Yeah. Basic supply and demand.
Basic supply and demand, bro. Like, do you mess with or have any interest in gaming crypto?
GameFi is definitely, there's a huge industry for that. And I personally, there's a coin called GALA. And GALA to me is one of the most exciting coins because they have a big relation with XRP and Flare Network, which is a very, very, not many people even know about Flare, but they're pretty much where you could stake on there and it gives you good rewards, and they're building a whole new financial network with, I think, XRP.
Okay.
So yeah, a lot of people love Bitcoin and Ethereum and the top, coins, but or proof of work coins, but there's so many other coins out there already that are exponentially technologically faster and
just more efficient.
Right. And one of them is XRP. Right. So XRP it's pretty much payments, right? Transactions, and it's meant for banks.
Okay.
Central banks.
Okay.
So if you look at Ripple, so Ripple is the company that utilizes XRP, its native token. And their partners are whole sovereign countries, and their central banks even that have already partnered with them because of the creation of central banking digital currencies, CBDCs.
Right, literally.
So XRP acts as a bridge coin, carries their central banking digital currency through that coin over to another central bank and that's the transaction. So intra-banking is kind of what it's called. So they'll be sending loans or lending, and they'll be doing it through the trillions. They're moving money 3 seconds to get there.
Right.
At the cost of, I think, 0.0002 cents, no matter how much money you're sending. So imagine you're using MoneyGram, and this kind of, I understand this because as a person who sends remittance payments. So remittance payments is, let's say you have family overseas or in Mexico or in where my family's from, Georgia, the Republic of Georgia, and you want to send them $100. You go to Walmart, you use MoneyGram to send that money over, and then they go to their MoneyGram place and they exchange it for their currency.
Right.
Well, you don't really need to do that anymore. And plus, you pay that $25 fee for sending $100. That's you see where you save the cost there?
Hell yeah. 25% versus a fraction of a percent.
Yeah. And so it saves time. It saves money for individuals and companies and banks.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets there so quickly that it pretty much increases global economy, and how fast things move.
Global economy efficiency.
Yeah. Efficiency.
Nice.
And
global economic efficiency.
Yeah.
Let's just be authors at this point.
So it's very exciting to see them growing with all these partners. And that was my first investment into the crypto.
Was XRP?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And that's, so back to when I started with stocks, right? When I was learning all that, how to make money work for me. That same time, I used to work at the Kansas City Health Department. So right during COVID, it was pretty hectic. And I took out my initial return basically through Ethereum. So I bought like 5 Ethereum at $200, and then that eventually grew. And I slowly took out part of my profits and compounded those into other coins.
Literally.
That I see a future for.
Are any of them gaming crypto?
No, because I missed those opportunities, like the
I don't
metaverse.
think you missed it. You don't, bro. You're still in the early stages.
Yeah, it's still very early.
Mad early. Yeah. The market cap of crypto. You want to talk about like specific numbers and stuff. The market cap of crypto, of gaming crypto as a whole, is still, I think, like not even half of what Shiba Inu is.
Yeah, it's gonna grow. It's definitely still early. It's not too late.
Mad
but
early.
The first boom, I missed that first boom,
and
I felt bad because I was like, oh my goodness, I saw that at like 10 cents. Now it's $1 almost. It's like
$4. I saw a couple like Sandbox, bro. I was looking at Sandbox when it was like, I think $1.24, something like that, $1.25. Yeah. And I was sitting there like, I don't know if I really like this one.
I saw Decentraland at 5 cents.
Dude.
Yeah. There's some, so part of me is like, but I have enough invested and diversified, I want to say, in different crypto.
But none in gaming.
Not in gaming.
Wow.
It's more in coins that will be very powerful through regulatory clarity.
So again, and it ties back into your actual degree, which is through the like the macroeconomic aspect of not just, let's say,
I want the coins I invest in to survive in case of very hardcore regulations.
Right.
So my portfolio is consisted of, I'll tell you, there's LCX. So that coin is in Liechtenstein. It's a small principality, I think, near Switzerland. They're doing one of the biggest, shout out to Samir Zilik for this one, because he did put me on this coin.
Nice.
And Quant. So those coins that I found out about, I did some more research on them. Those are big regulation coins, like coins that need further regulation, that will be the future and the railway parts for this new, I feel like, blockchain financial system.
Right.
So LCX is an exchange, but it's a crypto exchange similar to like Binance. But Binance did kind of what Ethereum did, where you can build on top of it, like Uniswap and SushiSwap and other coins that you can just build on top of. That's why it has such a big volume of money. And LCX is, I think LCX is more like NASDAQ, like kind of like the place where you want to go legally, get certified maybe through KYC, and start trading and investing in any crypto. Well, not any right now, but in the future, they'll probably have more and more. They have a decent amount right now on their exchange website. So they're upgrading it. They're going to make the iOS update for Apple.
Nice.
That's huge right there. They're partnered with Quant. Quant has a Rockefeller board member on it. It's just like looking at
Quant?
Quant is Quant's a 14 million total Quant. Bitcoin, 21 million. Okay. So it has less than Bitcoin, but it's consisted of a quantum network of API gateways for supporting distributed ledgers for private companies or public companies or governments. So their ledgers will have access to integrate into a kind of like a bigger ledger. So they are called the over ledger, I believe. Oh, wow. So they are like the ledger of ledgers, and based in the United Kingdom. So it's just kind of interesting to see how certain countries have certain focus points on certain cryptos. And I connected some of them through research and even word of mouth, like good friends of mine just telling me about them. And I'm
again, surrounding yourself with people who are in the same field of interest that you're in.
Yeah.
So you don't have to. Well, first of all, you can only delegate your time into a specific subsect of whatever it is you're researching, whether it's one coin, whether it's one field of study, it doesn't matter what it is. So to have people in your domain, in your inner circle, who you can facilitate or even trust that they're establishing their own genius outside of what you're doing, it allows you to default to their skill specialization.
And you should always do your own
never blindly trust people.
Yeah. Right. And check into it. And my mistake was when my friend Samir actually told me about Quant, it was $13. And I was deciding on the risk to reward ratio of, hey, should I just invest this final check or of investment into VeChain, which was 1 penny at the time?
Wow.
Or should I invest into a coin that's $13? So I would have less of it, but it could potentially in the short term do very good things. And it did. It went to $480 or $420.
What?
Yeah. And it's now hovering at $120.
But still.
Yeah.
And what did you say you were thinking, $13?
Yeah. At that time, I had that opportunity to decide, hey, where should my money go? Should I get more VeChain and have a better risk reward ratio of when that goes up?
Right.
Or should I just get that short-term quant? And I still thought I'd have more time to get it, but it did things really quickly that next year. And I was like, wow, okay, good job on that one, good call. And so that coin is kind of partnered with Ripple, Quant, and XRP. And then there's XRP's kind of like sister coin, I want to say, or competitor even. But I'm sure one of the people who founded XLM, I think that he worked with XRP. I don't remember his name, but that coin is like MoneyGram's partnered with them. Ukraine is partnered with XLM. So in a sense, you start connecting things and you start realizing, well, I think these banks are going to start utilizing some of these coins to move a lot of money around. And when you look at the derivatives market, it is trillions of dollars of movement every day.
What's the derivatives market?
Futures and stuff.
Okay.
So option trading and all that stock stuff.
Because the more niche and nuanced we get with the terminology and the language, it's just best to probably let the audience know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's so early in that context right there. Like LCX's website, if you go on it, it says by 2027, this is an $8 trillion market. That alone right there makes me less worried about my investment because I know it's all about patience and time and letting that investment grow. And yeah, I could have traded and made profits and then paid some taxes on it, but it's better to just hold it and wait for it to pop.
It's better to have time in the market than trying to time the market.
Yeah.
Is that Warren Buffett, I think?
Yeah. And I trust that with mainstream coming along and investing in more people investing more in crypto and people realizing that, hey, the dollar's kind of losing value. Maybe I should secure some crypto. Maybe it's Bitcoin, maybe it's Ethereum, maybe it's an altcoin. That market will grow. And that's what I'm betting on. I'm betting on the future of crypto growing into larger capacity and that making the certain coins worth more.